and welcome. It is a lovely Sunday. It's actually pretty cloudy over here. I'm in my cozies down here. I have like the coziest shorts ever, and this is one of my favorite sweaters. Anyway, here we go. We are diving in today on all things optimizing your hormones. This has been something very much on my heart. I just released my first book on Amazon, all about my holistic detox journey, and a big chunk of that was really the pursuit of healing my skin from the inside out. So, if you know my story, if you've been following me for a while, you know that I struggled with chronic acne, inflammation, and hormonal imbalance for over 10 years. Because of that, I relied on pharmaceutical medication. I relied on contraceptive pills to balance out my hormones. All of these types of tools that we're told help us when in fact they are a band-aid solution. When our hormones are in balance, this is when we experience things like bloating, cramps, migraines, PMS, menstrual flows that are heavier than they should be, spotting, even things like spotting before you get your menstruation is a sign that you might be low in progesterone or you have some form of hormonal imbalance, right? So each phase that we as women are gifted, our phase, our menstrual cycle, each one from the luteal, follicle, menstrual, ovulation, is a beautiful opportunity for us to create space to tap into our inner wisdom and to, from within, understand what it is that our body needs. So things like the low progesterone, like I mentioned, spotting before we approach our menstruation, when we experience really painful cramps and periods, or even these PMS symptoms, cravings. Our cravings are also a really great tool that we can harness and understand what is our body wanting more of, or what is my body wanting to let go of. So I wanted to just drop in here because a big theme that I'm seeing in the market and what women are told about hormones, about cravings being the devil, they're evil, and then we start to feel guilty when we succumb to our cravings and eat that piece of chocolate that we wanted, or whatever it is, right? And so I wanted to pop on here and to just ask you the question, are your hormones optimized? Are your hormones optimized? Are you at this place where you know very intuitively when your hormones are telling you about what nutrients might be lacking? Or are you in a place where your energy is optimized? Or depending on the phase that you're in, that you know exactly the types of exercises that support your system rather than stress it even more. For example, when we are in our phase of menstruation, this is also called the new moon or the dark moon, because the menstrual cycle very beautifully is reflected by the phases of the moon and the seasons in nature. And so when we look at, for example, the menstruation phase, I used to push myself all the time. Every day of the month, I would work out really hard, I would work really hard, and I wouldn't rest enough. And this is what caused unnecessary stress and strain on my body. So each phase is a gift. The menstrual cycle, when we're menstruating, this is a moment for us as women to go inward. This is when we are highly discerning. This is when it is the best time to make decisions. And so each phase holds a beautiful wisdom that we get to tap into every single month, whether we're cleaning out, whether we are making big decisions, whether we are cleaning house and letting go of things. And so tapping into our woman wisdom, WOMBAN, woman wisdom, is super key when it comes to managing stress, managing emotions, managing hormones. Even to the products that we use, are they supporting our system, or are they causing more strain and imbalance to our system that causes our body to work even more and to spend more energy rather than to conserve it and to move it into things that are more productive, right? So I'm all about optimizing. I'm all about functionality. I'm all about functional fitness, functional nutrition, functional wellness, being able to function optimally through what we already have, the technology that is within us, the wisdom of our body. And it's just about filling in the gaps, filling in the gaps in knowledge, filling in the gaps of whatever it is, food knowledge, resting, all of this. So I wanted to pop in here and ask, if you are tuning in with me now, do you feel that your hormones are optimized? Do you feel that they can still be optimized? From a scale of 0 to 10, where would you rate how optimized your hormones are? So there is so much that goes into this, but the beautiful tool that we have is that we get to tap into our own inner wisdom. We get to track according to the moon, so whether you are menstruating or not, pre or postmenopausal, for example, or I work with clients who don't menstruate because of their contraceptive tools and choices, but we can tap into the moon cycle and the seasons every single month. We go through just like in nature, summer, winter, fall, spring. And so what I have been researching and becoming an expert at and becoming a master at with my own body is understanding when I am in my inner winter, what foods am I eating to support my gut health? What foods am I eating if it's my summer that supports my immune system? All of these tools, right? So as women, this is what I wanted to come out here with, is just to ask you that question. Are your hormones optimized to a place where you know exactly how your menstruation and your cycle and being in each phase of your cycle is supporting you, or what it's telling you intuitively? We all have that knowledge within us. It's just being able to tap into it. So if you are joining me, if you have any questions, pop them into the chat, because I am running a masterclass on Wednesday called Your Feminine Flow. Inside Your Feminine Flow, I'm going to be going through the entire menstrual cycle, not like an education sort of presentation, but this is all about using the tool that we have, our inner technology, our menstrual cycle, being able to tap it into the foods, the exercises, the activities, even the mindset tools, emotional tools to release emotion, to process emotion, so that in the cycle of a month where we go through so much as women, in every single phase, we are aware of what is going on and how we can best support our system so that we can be more optimized in our work, our energy, whether you are a mother and have kids, to keep up with your kids, to nourish your kids best, whether you are in a relationship, how to optimize your intimacy, even self-love, how to avoid burnout and stress, and know that it is productive to rest and to know exactly which time of the cycle. When we tap into this wisdom, we can also optimize when we make decisions, when we're most creative, when we're most social, when is best to network, when is best to start a project, when is it best to tie off the loose ends of a project, when is it best to look inward, when is it best to intuitively tap into what it is that our body is telling us. Each phase of the cycle, every single month, we are given this beautiful window of opportunity to understand when we can make these decisions, when is it best cognitively, emotionally. We are as a unit. This is why I'm so passionate about holistic health, and not one part as an individual, but everything working as a whole. And so as women, we get to tap into our inner woman, WOMBAN, wisdom, and we get to heal from within, heal skin, heal hair, heal nails, heal emotions, heal our hormones, our cycle. Come to a place of balance where what we're eating supports our system. Hello, Kristine, welcome. Thank you for popping in and saying hi. And so this is everything that I'm going to be talking about in the masterclass on Wednesday, Your Feminine Flow. So as women, understanding the power of our cycle, allowing us to tap into our superpower. As women, we are powerful decision makers. We're very intuitive and discerning. And by understanding the beautiful intricacies of our menstrual cycle, how we can optimize our work, our social life, our emotional and personal life, our goals, how we optimize our goal attainment. If losing weight, for example, is a goal, clearing skin is a goal, understanding our menstrual cycle better and the intricacies within that, the food that best supports healing, the best types of workouts, so we not only avoid injury, we also avoid burnout, and we're also supporting our goals to lose fat and optimize the energy that comes straight after you come out of your menstruation, is the cycle where, boom, hormones start to increase. There's a burst of energy, maximize it, optimize it. Do those HIIT workouts, go for a run, go into nature, be social. And this is a way to very much flow in your feminine in a way that still optimizes productivity, optimizes output, optimizes results. That's what we want, right? When do we want results? Yesterday. And so by optimizing this inner wisdom, this is what we get to tap into every single day, and having the peace that you're getting it right. Cravings are not the devil. Cravings are a beautiful sign. It's not PMS, it's please more space, right? Please more space. It's not that someone is going through a mood swing, it's that they are highly discerning of what they want and don't want, but it's just as women that we realize what's happening so that we can optimize. So what happens is when people experience things like PMS, which has and can be used as an excuse for many things, for women not to show up or whatever it is to be going through these mood swings, but if we just gave ourselves the space and we understood what was happening and we honored our body and the phase that we're in, that is the key. So if this is resonating, by the way, I know we have a few people in here, and if you're watching the replay, let me know as well if you have any questions. But this Wednesday, I am sharing all things to do with your feminine flow, how to flow in your feminine. Our menstrual cycle and the way that it also is reflected in the phases of the moon, the lunar energy is also very feminine. And this is what we get to tap into as powerful women, stepping into our full potential and power. And so your feminine flow is all about being able to flow in the feminine while understanding what's happening on a cognitive level, on an emotional level, on a spiritual and physical level, so that we can optimize these processes when we're working, when we're with family, when we're being social, so that we can honor our phase that we're in, we understand what's happening, we reduce any frustration. It's not about that. It's about honoring the phase and the cycle that we're in, and to be productive, to see results in a beautiful feminine way, where there is a balance between the masculine, which is the getting stuff done and it's the structure, and there's the feminine, which is the flow. If we imagine a riverbed, we have the riverbed, the structure is the masculine energy. So masculine energy is not about male, female, it is an energy. The masculine energy is the structure that creates now for the flow of the river, the feminine, to flow, the creative, the creativity, right? The nurturing spirit. And so ask yourself the question, are your hormones optimized? Are you in this place where you might still be depending on pharmaceutical medications? I was relying on medication for a very long time, over 10 years, detrimental effects to my liver, Band-Aid solution. Once I was off the medication, which I was told I would only need one cycle of, in reality, I needed 4 to 5 cycles of a very harsh medication, multiple medications. Once I decided to get rid of them and to heal holistically, which is all in my book, My Holistic Detox Journey on Amazon, if you want to check it out, it's available, free for Kindle Unlimited members. Everything came out. All of the inflammation came out, and what my job was to do then at that point was to manage and then to reduce the inflammation very naturally using beautiful healing herbs and foods and spices and things like ginger, anti-inflammatory, coconut, antibacterial, right? High energetic foods, lemon, for example, soothing plants, aloe vera, for example. These are things that I still use in my daily life. A combination of the internal food and nourishment and the external topical treatments that support, right? So all of my products, and again, this is all mentioned in my book, everything that I use and put on my skin and my face are natural. It's supporting my system. I have next to me beautiful oils. I'm a doTERRA user. I love it. I'm also a doTERRA ambassador because I love it. I've been using it for years and years and years. And I love it. Puts me in a great mood. So things like aromatherapy are great ways to balance out the hormones as well. I have a specific oil blend which is called Claricom, and this is for women and women hormones, balancing out the hormones, right? So there are different methods that we can use, whether it is rituals, right? What is your morning ritual that allows you to tap into your inner being, your inner knowing, right? So every morning I light up my beautiful candle. I set intention. I do a candle meditation. So beautiful. It takes minimum 1 minute. I also have my sage somewhere back there that I use. I do a lot of journaling, right? So I'm setting myself up for the day. What can cause us to step into our masculine first thing in the morning is when we don't tap into our inner self first, right? And connect with our not only inner self, but our creator. So being more in the masculine is picking up the phone, jumping into your inbox, replying to messages before you've even connected with yourself. Now, this is such a simple tool to use, but our brain is easily primed first thing when we wake up in the morning and then before we go to bed. This is why this is the best time to do different types of manifestation tools, which I teach inside of my programs. Intentionality, visualization, allow your creativity to flow. This is also a great way to optimize time. We're always about to go to bed. We're all about to go into dreamland. And so as with every single day, we go through this circadian cycle. We go through a rhythmic cycle in every single day, in every single week, in every single month. And so when we're talking, bringing it back to hormones, which is today's training, thinking about whether your hormones are optimized, what products you're using, what your environment looks like, if your nervous system is in a place of stress or calm, and is it being managed in a way that suits you best. So, wonderful. We are approaching 20 minutes. I think that is great for today. So I will mention that your feminine flow is happening this Wednesday. If you would like to join me, send me a message or comment below. I'll include the link to join us. It is currently 111 for today for the next 24 hours, and then after that it is 222 USD. This gives you full access inside the live masterclass, and you have lifetime access to the recording, and you get other additional bonuses and things like that. So let me know if you have any questions. This is all about your feminine flow, which you have full access to. It is a gift. Emotions, cravings, these are things that when it is brought to our awareness, they want to be addressed. And there is always a beautiful message that is being told to us by our body to us. And it doesn't need to be complicated. It gets to be simple. Society tells us a lot of things that we should believe, whereas the answers are truly within us. And we get to tap into that inner wisdom, our woman wisdom. So that is all for today. If you have stuck around with me till the end, whether live or the replay, thank you very much for hanging out with me on a Sunday. And if you have any questions, drop them in the chat. I will read them after I read all of your comments, and I love them so much. They mean a lot, and I love hearing the breakthroughs. So with that, I wish you a wonderful day. I am off to do some creative work. I'm currently finishing up the details and the presentation and the visuals and the guide that everyone who will be attending your feminine flow will get a copy of. And it's going to be amazing. So I might leave a quick little snapshot video into the group for you all who are here inside the Transform community. And so, with that, I wish you a wonderful day. Optimizing hormones will be key to so many things: bloating, cramping, PMS symptoms, energy, sleep, mood, even intimacy, relationships, confidence. So it's amazing. Healing from the inside out and glowing through and through. So have a wonderful day. Thank you for joining me. If you have any questions, drop it in the chat. If you'd like to connect with me personally, if you'd like to get any links to anything, any of my programs, if you have any questions at all, if you're curious of how you can balance your hormones, whether joining one of my group programs or on a one-on-one basis so that we can work more specific to your current lifestyle and goals, then let me know as well. Just drop me a message. I'm here for you. That's what I'm here for. And I will see you very, very soon. If I don't see you on Wednesday, I will see you in here. But Your Feminine Flow, you are welcome to join us. I'm going to drop the link in the chat. And I hope to see you before the price goes up tomorrow. So much love. Mwah. Stay hydrated. And I'll see you very soon. Love you all. Bye.